Hello and welcome to episode 28, I believe this will be, or actually, no, I'm pretty sure it'll be 29 of my playthrough of Paper Mario the Origami King. So I just recorded episode 29 actually. Everything went smoothly, it recorded perfectly. The only problem is, right when I got to the end of the episode, the file got corrupted because my computer shut down. So I lost the whole entire half an hour video. And you guys are never going to get to see the content of me killing the boss. So what I decided instead is that we'd have one of those anime episodes where they come back and they revisit what happened. We're creating our own recap episode. So I'm gonna try to make this enjoyable for you guys. I gotta somehow fill up 30 minutes of space, so I'm sorry if this sounds like repetitive as I'm going along. But it's honestly like basically the only thing I can do. I mean, there's only one other solution I can think of, which would require me using someone else's content, which I don't really want to do, to keep it just to my own content here. So this is unfortunately what we're gonna have to deal with. Anyways, as you can see, the town now has lights, and if we head over to the easternmost part of the desert, we've discovered that the tomb has now opened. Luckily it doesn't save after whatever happened inside of here, which you guys will still get to see at the end of the episode, so you'll get a little bit of proper video here, just for the ending. So all of the creatures here who used to... Hey Professor, are you studying quietly or quietly studying? Olivia, that's not helpful. We're trying to... Oh, good one, Olivia. No, Professor, I'm trying to... As I was saying, all of the ghosts and spinies of the land have transformed into their new beings of the Koopa Troopas of the new land. Dare I dream to meet the real one? Okay, guys, this is... Okay. You know what, I don't know this. Alright. So now we wander these lands and see what might have happened, what Mario in the game have done to have this all happened. Well, if you remember correctly, we ended the last episode. Professor, how is it inside of the cactus? Olivia? We ended the last episode with a tomb. A tomb also familiar. It looks really, really cool in here and kind of reminds me of like the really cool aesthetics of like some sort of like Danganronpa object. Leave the ancient text to me. Okay, I'm trying to explain. Anyways, it looks very like the art style just seems really cool, like kind of like line artist, but like finished at the same time, and I really like it. Anyways, that's besides the point. Let's leave our vehicle and head inside to investigate. I said, let's leave our vehicle and head inside to investigate. I hope this is somewhat enjoyable for you guys. I'm trying my best. So, as we wander the temple and stall for time as Dempsey needs to somehow fit 30 minutes into this review, you can see the toads that sit at the top of this temple. As if you remember from previous times. We can't read that sign anymore, actually, so never mind. I didn't know you could enter the top of this tower, actually. What happens when you enter the top? Oh, it just enters from where we left. This is spoilers. Alright, sorry. As we continue down, we notice something happened at the top of the tower. What was that throne room? What was that all about? But I digress. We continue inside to where their journey left off. Now, they enter this temple of spiders and monsters galore. They found much to see, much glitchy videos with software not rendering videos not conjoining together, bad editing, and jokes of Dempsey. As we continue farther in, there were these sound pits that they would always dig up. Not quite sure why. I think Dempsey just really likes digging sand. Anyways, we continue into the temple as they solve the first puzzle. This puzzle concluded with Dempsey tricking Mr. Captain, not Captain, Mr. Professor, I totally did not mess up his name, Mr. Professor Toad, and having his I just realized my audio cut out. Let's take a step back. Miss Mario got confronted by a black-hooded shy guy around this time. But that's something we've all seen before. So let's continue forward to where we left off past, where we saw Mario and Olivia and Mr. Professor Toad were here. And I have an addiction to hitting save blocks, don't I? We continue farther in, and ponder at why the Toad's face in this room is so wide as we walk forward. Sorry. Puzzles were solved and answers were found, but not quite the answers we were seeking for this journey. Dempsey wanders around slowly, as he realizes he still has to fit in about 20 minutes of content into this video. 22 and a half, to be more accurate. So he wandered next to Toads and Toads, as his fans pondered why he exists, and why he thinks in the ways that he does, and also questioning his choices. His life choices, that is. There was something about music being played. Music that could compose any sight. It was intriguing, and it solved all problems, other than getting in battles, because Dempsey's not really good at avoiding those. As you can see firsthand in our act here. Dempsey totally does not need help with the Toads, but he feels pity for them, and he wants to give them money. Completely, that's totally true. It's not something he made up to make it seem better. Dempsey continues to solve the puzzle. As the Toads, they just look, they didn't help at all, like, jeez guys. We hit them with the flashy iron boots, which have been used before. What did he use these on? And oh boy, that is a lot of damage. He has more damage that he's dealing now. What could this all mean? Gold hammer, more damage than before. And where were those gold boots? I thought he had those on him. All seems off. I wonder if dry bones, when you if you don't kill them, that you'll if you don't kill them all at once, if they'll respawn. Anyways, that's besides the point. We continue through this temple as Dempsey hopefully does not get any more battles. As he anxiously walks along and moves on to the next room. We continue to an all-familiar sight, a star puzzle, of which Dempsey did actually pretty good at, surprisingly. With all things said and done. A star of which we walk across to stall for time and make this video last enough time. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't have to be a 30-minute video. It's just a recap. Anyways, I digress. We continue walking around as we find new things to look at. In fact, none of this is new because I realize this is actually a video back. So let's continue forward before I stall off too much. Yay, Dempsey has made this video 10 minutes long. Let's see if he can extend it any farther. There we are. Oops, I didn't need to hit that. And also that voice, but I didn't give him a favorite voice that isn't his own, but you know. Huh. Wasn't there a DJ here before? In fact, wasn't there a lot more? Didn't he end off with many toads? Ah, I'm starting to remember. There were toads, 40 of them, following the trails. But where could they have gone? Why are they missing? Well, it seems there must have been a battle. But were the toads of the battle? Now, that doesn't seem right. As those toads, they weren't there to attack him, they're just toads, right? Wait, that being said, it seems like there were more... Wait, that can't be right. Huh. He has many more points than the last episode. In fact, 40 more toad points. The toads had joined him. But how? He must have proven his strength in some way. What could this mean? Also, I think there's a hidden block. Oh, I already hit it. Okay. Huh. What could this mean for a true hero? It seems there was a battle, not against the toads, but with them. A battle against something that returned their faces, otherwise they wouldn't be counted, would they? Wait. Was there a battle between the stapler he thought of all along? Did he hit them and knock them out? Is that why the video was deleted? Did he get amnesia from the battle, from his head being cut open? Now that's actually a pretty good explanation, as his head did get cut open. I mean, what? And that's actually a pretty good gimmick, actually, because it, like, okay, so there's this boss battle, basically. Alright, guys, I gotta be level with you. So there's this boss battle with the stapler, and basically, you had to hit him on his backside, which I forgot, like, completely, that staplers actually have that soft backside where they hold all the stapling things or whatever. So, not stapling, but, like, hole punching things or whatever. Anyways, I digress. I keep on saying that today, I'm not sure why. Anyways. Basically, you would have to whack it in the back to actually get any damage in at first. And then his whole gimmick was every round he would chew up a few tiles, many tiles actually, about like, I think there was like 4 of them every time. They would be all in the same row just to really mix you up, and then he would also mess up the on tile. Reset my audio just in case. Anyways, with the, and then that would make it so you would just walk right over the on tile and it wouldn't do anything, and I'm assuming you would get damaged if you went into the holes, but I never ended up doing that, so that was good for me at least. Anyways, from there you would go and travel around and try to do damage to him, and I would pick up more hints, and they didn't really help with those, to be honest. But eventually I had to ask Olivia, because I'm like, he's gonna, like, he started charging up an attack, and I'm like, I really don't want to deal with this. And Olivia's like, we need to get to high ground, and I'm like, of course! Now that he's on his spell, now that he's charging up for an attack, he didn't use up his turn to bite up the floor, meaning that we could hit the on switch, and that we could use the water elemental's power to lift up the ground and not get hit by his attack. And that's just what we did. We did a little bit of damage from the roar, but it wasn't a whole lot. And then we dodged his attack and he flipped over, and from there he was stunned for another turn, and we got to jump on top of him and get some really big damage in. And that was pretty cool, because I accidentally got like a really big combo on that. Anyways, from there, he still had a sliver of health left, and I thought it was like one of the other boss fights where you had to do a special thing, like with a 1,000-fold arms to actually get it to work. But it turns out once he charged, he just immediately went into charging another attack, which I knew what to do at this point, and I went to the water elemental to get into the sky, and just like that, the water elemental did the last final little blow to knock him out. Anyways, there's your guys' summary. We'll get back to commentary depths, or what is it called? Documentary. Documentary? Is that right? Documentary. There we go. We'll get back to documentary Dempsey very soon. And that time is now. Huh. So it seems there was a story written in the tile that totally Dempsey did not break character to read. That sounds interesting. I guess we understand what happened with that, but what does this mean for the future of our area here? Well, let's explore. It seems we still in our inventory have one disc left. Apparently he did not use this disc. Why would he have not used it? That seems odd. Maybe it wasn't meant to be used at all. Maybe the first one satisfied the person. Maybe this disc is for bonus content that I might give you in this episode because I really need to flesh out the time. Well, we sit on his throne as he walks out of the cave and moves on with his life in farther adventures. Down the staircase we go, as we leave what once was, what may always will be in our thoughts of history. History described, but never exactly shown. That being said, we head back to the town to see what happened. I mean, with all these toads saved, there must be something that happened to the Toad Town. Now, isn't there? I also noticed that there's those 5 streamers. They're actually like the loading symbols for 5 streamers. I probably said that before. What is this? There's no snippets.
Looking for source and scan paper far west? It's farther west.
And they all have their own rules. What is this?
You'll have to use the boots on your feet to get around in this town, Mario. No vehicles allowed.
Well, it seems they act exactly...
Nice job with the parking.
Looks like they act exactly like the snippets, just slightly different.
Those toads aren't so bad, I guess. They're accepted in our sniffety ways.
So it's one snippet who never gets launched far enough for his satisfaction.
Apparently Sniffet's called seesawing? Saucying, but it sounds like it's basically the same thing.
Great. So we adventure around. Is there anything new here? On the way.
New shipment of accessories on the way. Come back soon. I don't know what he said at the end.
Huh. Well, this is quite intriguing. Maybe because all the toads are here now. Maybe. Just maybe. There's the music toad. The DJ. Maybe they came here. Maybe all of these yellow toads are the toads who didn't have faces. It couldn't be. But could it? Look at their dancing. Oh my. There is more to discover. Let's see what that disc was all about. Yo, good seeing you again, man. Oh, you found some more spare discs? Word! Place is getting still for sure. New request. Can we try that new Max Power song that we haven't done yet? There's also more here. There's the Pool Party Jump-In and the Temple of Shrooms. I think those are both like ones we didn't get. Yeah, because these 4 were from the place. So these were from separate things. Anyways. Now we be jamming. Man.
Did you hear that sketchy lamp shop went out of business? Looks like toads in space. I wonder what the guy has in mind.
Oh, that is interesting. Might actually check that out. Can we get to this left entrance yet? Or can we like hop over it? Oh, finding secrets. This is sort of acting like a bonus episode now. So I guess this is sort of like a trailer for you guys if you want to know what a bonus episode's like. Oh, we got attacked by a rat. Alright, we gotta figure something out here. Yikes, this looks like a tough puzzle. 3 ring moves to make this happen. Yet little likelihood that I can make it happen. Toads to my rescue. It's actually not bad. If you're only spending 100 coins per thing, it's actually pretty worth it with the different toads you can get going for you. Oh, do they just do like all of the work for me? Basically. Thanks, toads. Great lineup. Power tech up. I'm gonna do the golden hammer first, just get get my money back here. Speaking of which, we actually have a fair bit of money now, because we got a lot of 1,000 coins from that one place. We need some. We shouldn't waste the fancy. Alright. Anyways, just continue through this battle. Oh yeah, we don't even need the excellence for these guys. That's good, because I kind of messed it up. Yeah, I was just saying we have a lot of coins now from all the thousands we got in the last episode. Oh, that was actually helpful. It gave us a thing to activate that water. Oh, there's something about how you can't get this toad back once you've like filled up the water in here. There was something about that where there's a certain toad you can't get anymore if you fill up the water too early. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna hope they fix it. Because for now I just want to do this. Alright, let's see. Oh man, what happened to my wave?
Found and surfing is always played out anyways. I'm gonna go back to my room and invent tub surfing.
Oh, and now we can get to the other room and find the last hidden piece of knowledge that we missed.
Surfing isn't as fun when you're the board. Well, just, that's all behind me. I'm free. Free to pursue a life where no one can take advantage of me again. I was actually here for a conference on investing. Something about the pyramids in this area. But I don't want to hear about that scheme. Here, take this as a small token of my gratitude.
Thanks. Oh, it's an HP up. Nice. That's really helpful. We're actually missing one of those in the Shogun area, but we need to go back in another bonus episode. I say another because I'm acting like this is a bonus episode, but technically it's not. Technically it's a mainline episode because I needed to recap for you guys. But also I'm just giving it some extra time so that we're at the same pacing without having to keep you guys bored. Welcome, I'm new here.
And I don't have any idea what I'm doing yet. Come back when I'm trained?
Alright, let's go check out that new mural, because if you guys remember, we were only able to look at the 3 other murals, other than this one. Before.
No tab for tub surfing? Oh, well, this is pretty fun.
Oh, and we get the final picture. Shroom City Chronicle, Chapter 2, Black Water and Massive Carnage. Shroomies finds water, riches flow. Right, so that's all of our pieces of that information now. Ring Trainer. Oh, nice. So that's when we actually learn how to puzzle good. Which I honestly probably need help in. Anyways, I wonder if we actually have more in that. There's probably a lot that I need to explore in all those reaches. Anyways, let's head back out and see what's happening next. And maybe go back to, I'm trying to remember the word. Documentary Dempsey. I remembered that, alright? Alright, let's head back. So, we've learned about the Toad's secret all along. But what does that mean for here, our land? Does that mean anything for where we're going next, or where we've been? What did happen when Mario stepped foot into the Sun Temple area, after bringing the sun quite back? Well, this one we don't have to guess on, actually, because Dempsey was able to quit without saving, and it just didn't save for that part. I mean, actually, we have Mario right here, and due to his amnesia ending after being stapled during the boss fight, I mean, due to uncertain circumstances, this is the only recollection that he can make back. So, why don't we go over there to bring back his... Leave the ancient text to me. Bring back his memories, as I will say. Mario, do you remember now? Hey guys, it's absolutely freezing in here. Or is it just me? This is supposed to be a flashback in, like, my story. Okay.
I thought we restored the sun, but why is it so chilly in here?
Ah, I can explain. Although we are in the desert, we have now descended below its surface, where the sun's warming rays cannot reach us. Actually, the mere lack of sunlight cannot explain this degree of chill. I retract my explanation. My word, what in the name of peer-reviewed study is that?
It's ice, a huge chunk. It's so cooled, Professor. I get it now.
Look at this. This refrigeration technology is on display is more sophisticated than I could have ever imagined. Mother of gratitude, graduate students, there's someone in there. Just judging by the distinctive red spots in that unmistakable cloak, could it be? It's Captain Toweed himself. He's really real. This is no mere clue. This is the real deal. I must evacuate the site and save him immediately.
Good luck with that.
Alright. Let's do this. Right. As Mario said in his memory. Yes, totally. Alright. He's not moving. Oh, I hope he can be revived.
Maybe he's just stiff from being frozen for so long. Poor guy. Should I try heating him up with fire again?
That won't be necessary. Burn not paper with fire, lest ye yourself become signed.
He's alive, and he speaks the same language as us. Kind of.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am indeed the Toad, known as Ode Captain T.O.'d, to be precise. I have survived the interminable passage of eons, and here in this Arctic prison, now I am free.
Captain T.O.'d, of course. Mario, Olivia, I think he means Captain Toweed. At last, I can finally say I've met a real ancient one myself. Now then, down to serious academic business. There's a simple question that has plagued researchers and archaeologists time immortal. Now, in this historic moment, I have the opportunity to go directly to the source. What an occasion. Oh, Captain, my Captain, we have studied the diet of ancient based on artifacts and oral traditions in this region. But there's one thing that has us completely stumped. How did you take your coffee? I was about to say toffee, but that's a very different thing.
Cream and 3 sugars.
3 sugars? It's beyond my wildest imagination. He looks so happy. Even seeing this for the second time, he just looks so happy. What a breakthrough! You ancient ones have probably forgotten more about coffee than we will ever know. My work here is done.
Wow, coffee with 3 sugars? You must really like sugar. How interesting. I guess it's not that interesting. Oh, but I do want to ask you about something called a sea chart. We need to get across the Great Sea to reach one of the streamers. Oh, it's a long story. Mainly, we just need the sea chart.
Ah, the sea chart, and the Great Sea herself. Yes, everything is coming back to me. In this moment, I'm a bird in a cage. I yearn to set free the helm of my merino, underneath the great cresting waves. I shall require the sea chart, as well as my noble vessel. Make it so.
Did you say merino? Do you know about the super merino? That's so weird. How did you get to the museum already?
So my merino rests in a museum, as you call it. It is no place for her adventurous spirit. She yearns to break free. You have my thanks, strange one. I know what I must do.
Oh, okay. So, do you think he's gonna give us the sea chart, or... It was hard for me to understand anything he was saying. I guess that's ancient language for you.
Sorry to interrupt, but I haven't made any archaeological discovery in over 5 minutes. I'm just kidding. A little academic humor. Thank you both for all of your help. I made my dream come true.
No, we should be thanking you. You were such a big help in the desert, Professor. So, thank you. Now then, should we head for the Purple Streamer in the Great Sea? Maybe we should go to the museum first and see if that's where Captain Teode went.
And there you go. We found out the mystery all along of where Mario has left off. Also, new mysteries arise. As why does Professor Toad keep on glitching back and forth? And also, how does he keep on teleporting to us? Well, only time will tell. Also, why are these from another Paper Mario game? I'm pretty sure this is a reference to Sticker Star, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm pretty sure it's Sticker Star. Anyways, we'll all find out eventually. But for now, we can say that this mystery has been solved. I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.